team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Horned Frogs will put total leather to crank us up. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So BYU's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. The short hands. It's Hagan. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Hagan. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Got the back over the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
BYU with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Roberts. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Been tough to find the end zone here in the first half, but the ball's in plus territory. 1st and 10, under a minute to go. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Catch in the middle. It's Hagan. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference, defense.
So the pass interference in the end zone will give them a free 15. Remember the difference in this rule and the pros. Ball is not placed at the 1-yard line in this situation. Splits the uprights. Good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside LaVell Edwards Stadium.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. To the air, it's Hoover. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Looking to fire. Got out of trouble and throws. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Snap from the gun on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's McAllister. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
We've reached the break. BYU is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Payne. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.